Hi guys, I have to go to work very soon, so I'm gonna try to be as brief as possible. So, you guys might be wondering, why is she here again? Not again. Yes, I am back with I am Myra. I'm trying to follow his protocol as he has inspired me to do this. So I guess I will follow his protocol of every day. It won't happen every day because today it's really not supposed to be happening. I'm supposed to be going to work today, but I just can't resist. This question came up: is Myra the Jesus Christ of today? So why not? There are so many reasons why we can consider him as the Jesus Christ of today. But we know very soon Myra will be coming to Miami. So shout out to Myra from here in Miami. I am in the hospital region. I'm gonna go to my evening job, my night evening job. Yeah. So anyway, before I even discuss it, whether or not Myra is the Jesus Christ of today, I must say, Ivan, I am so proud of you. You are doing an excellent job. I really like the way you are educating Myra by exposing him to primarily the black community in Maryland. I would say keep him there until he understands our story. And maybe some other day I will elaborate on our story. But as you know, my whole channel, the theme is about colorism, and we know that Mara practices that. So I know he cannot wait until he comes down here to Miami to chase after the Latin girls and start putting us black women down. And he doesn't seem to think it's that, because of course that's his taste. Of course, once you make your taste public, then it becomes an icon, right? So anyway, whether it's an icon or not, as I said, he is representing the colorists and helping us, for those of us who have dealt with people who hide their colorism. And so there are so many codes within colorism. And I being from Haiti, oh yes, I'm from Haiti, so I must say hi again to Ivan. Bonjour, ça va? Nous sommes francophones. Moi et vous, nous sommes francophones. We are francophones. We speak the French language. My French is very English-ized because I came here at 6, so my French is not as good as, I guess, others. But anyway, I come from a French-speaking island, and coming from a black island, in the Americas, so I am still African American. So we experience the African American story in different venues. And my venue is that of Haiti, as we can, most of us know it in the news, the violence that's going on back there. For me, the problem with the violence is something that was imminent because of the racism. I've always said, the problem with Haiti is not economics. Like they say, Haiti is the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere. No, the problem in Haiti is racism. The colorism that I've been talking about is the problem in Haiti, and I can elaborate on that some other time. But anyway, Myra needs to stay in Maryland and continue to get the education that he's getting from Ivan. I noticed bringing a lot of people from the black community to meet him. So I understand he likes to meet different people. That's awesome. But at the same time, um, he belittles all women, without even having to say anything. Because in the end of the day, we know he's coming down here to chase after Latin girls, and he's gonna belittle the black community by just showing the viewers what they want of to see, and be done with it, but not really belabor on the black community in Miami, which really can be looked upon, because first of all, we've grown a lot. There's been a lot more Haitians per se than there were a lot more successful Haitians, because when I first came here 22 years ago, like it was about I was like an advantage to the work world because I was duolingual, so I could translate things in Creole, because there were a lot of people who were just migrating here, and there still are. But those who migrated are more successful, because, and then there are like their children basically are taking over the market, so they're more successful. The black community. I don't know about the African American, as we know African American to be community that much, because you know, I remember encountering an African American woman who was very successful and who happened to have hired me in the U.S. Census back when I first moved here. And she was telling me that her problem with the African American community was that they were not evolving as much as they were in Georgia, because she got her master's from Georgia and she noticed the difference in the African American community. But I can't say much about that. But I do know the Haitian community has evolved a lot. But at the same time, Myra's niche is his Latin community is definitely there and have become extremely powerful, extremely much more powerful than any other group. So I know Myra cannot wait to come here to Miami. So, but nonetheless, he does need the education he is getting from Ivan. So let me answer my questions, the question that I had, so that I will be able to go back to work. So the question is Myra the Jesus Christ of YouTube? In my opinion, he definitely is, because he is a maverick. A lot of us can't stand him. We love him and hate him at the same time, because he does a lot of things that are so interesting that capture us, and at the same time he does a lot of things that really infuriates us, to the point where I had subscribed to him and then I unsubscribed because I was just infuriated. Because I am one who battles, since my youth, since I moved down to America, like a year or two after I moved to America, I have battled colorism, and and you know, and I've seen like all facades of colorism, and in fact, I've even had colorism migrate from the island of Hispaniola, which is where the Haiti and the Dominican Republic are, to the U.S., came here to attack me, So, and even facades that were like shocking to me that I did not even expect. Every time you create a new weapon against the system, like it's like it metamorphosizes and changes form in order to attack you and inhibit you from progress. And I had a potential for a lot more progress than I made here, and because of colorism, I was severely hindered. So anyway, like, is Myra the Jesus Christ of YouTube? Yeah. Why? First of all, he is the age of Christ. He is 33 years old. He's a young adult. Jesus was a young adult, guys. Jesus was a young adult. And it seems like even his life story follows very similar to that of Jesus Christ. He is the first son, and apparently he lives with a stepfather. So these siblings that we see, his beloved D and Davy, who he's coping with, he's been saying something about Davy having problems. I don't know what problems Davy has. At first, I thought Davy was gay, though. He spoke like a woman, and it took a while for him. But I noticed when Myra went back to Kenya, Davy changed. He improved in his mannerism. He's like less effeminate and speaks more normally right now. I really couldn't handle watching Davy too much because of his effeminate mannerisms. But anyway, what was I saying? So, yeah, Myra is a young adult, age 33, the age of Christ. He is in a household where it's not his father, it's a stepfather. So the Mary story, I don't know. I don't want to say that. Congrats, mom was a Virgin Mary. Apparently she had another daughter. Maybe that was, I don't know, that other daughter, I'm suspecting is not even Congrats mom's daughter. I think Myra is Congrats mom's first child, because it appears that the other daughter is Dee's sister, not Myra's sister. Not Myra's sister, because, I don't even think the other sister is blood kin to Myra. I think it's through marriage. It's an in-law. I think that she is, because I think that's the father's daughter. Because Myra was asking Dee about this girl and how they're doing, how many kids she has, before, as if, he knew nothing about her. So I am suspecting that that's a child of the father. So, he has a father who we don't know about. I guess God. So Myra is Jesus Christ. So this is what I had to say. Myra is the Jesus of YouTube. That we all search for this Jesus. Jesus is in town. Jesus is coming to Miami soon, but unfortunately, Jesus is going to chase after Latin girls and bring down the black precious females of Miami. As if we don't have enough stress down here in Miami. Black women have a lot to carry in Miami, and we have to carry another color is coming down to chase after Latin girls. But anyway, Ivan, keep doing your job, boy. You are doing a great job. Keep educating that young man about the black history, and maybe another day when I don't have to go to work right away, I will be able to elaborate on the history of African Americans with the transatlantic trade, slave trade that we had to go through. People like Marwa probably sold us over. Yeah, how? Well, you never, think about all those Europeans going into his homes and things like that. How it is so easy if you betray Marwa. As a black person, you probably, yeah, he's gonna tell you. But what about Ponte? He's a European, and I let him loose. But yo, okay. Myra wants a woman. He wants, Priya, I don't know. Priya's Indian. I don't know. He prefers the Latins, I think. I think once he comes down to Miami and finds himself a Latin girl, he's going to ditch Priya. But, anyway, that's my speculations. But yeah, the transatlantic slave trade, that has a lot to do with colorism. A lot of us we were sold by a lot of our kins back in the homeland. We were sold. If you think of the story of Iluada Equiano, for those of you who don't know, he describes how it was black men who put him on the slave ships, who carried him there and left him there. It was like a trade between those black men and Eluada for Eluada the Equiano to become a slave to those white ship owners. Okay, same thing going on in Haiti. Why the violence is it was a potential that was always there because of the practice of colorism. The dark-skinned people being the less avec. If their parents didn't have the money, their parents would sell them over to people of higher class, mostly have the color, because if you're a dark-skinned woman, like, you had less chance of getting married than a light-skinned woman, so the light-skinned women become your slave owners, and they don't get paid. They rest avec, for shelter, for boarding, room and board. But anyway, that's another story. I gotta go. Bye.